Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Seahawks. With that, let's get you up to Seattle. We're standing by are our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it.
No, it's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now probably had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I know they got the first down, but, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it. But I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
They go play action here on first down. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. It's a pickup of 21. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
And now a first down following that long gain. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They go to Elliott again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for them, too.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go!
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense.
Let's go!
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now a play fake here on first down. This will be caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
The play clock's running down. On 2nd down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. You know, Charles, for Graham, so much concern early in the season about whether he'd be ready to play this year, what would happen recovering from the tendon. Not only was he ready, he played every game this season for Seattle. And it wasn't just the injury concern with Jimmy Graham. It's how Seattle runs their offense. Remember, when he was in New Orleans, he could expect a ton of passes to come his way. But in Seattle, that number was going to be reduced. Would he be able to maximize what they were going to throw in his direction? And he certainly did this year, 65 catches. 65 catches, just shy of 1,000 yards, 6 touchdowns, too. Time running out here on the play clock. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. On second down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third and long. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. Taking it about the 16. At the 50, first and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And the good thing about the top-notch safeties, they can play from deep coverage or they can play close to the line of scrimmage, and the end result is often the same. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll hand to Rawls. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. The grab made by Curse over the middle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, big drive right here.
On third down, Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Lee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now Wilson on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They come out here in the I. They run with a power back, Rawls. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. First down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's go! Try 38!
Prescott now on 2nd down. Backing up. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Short yardage, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go!
4th down, Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Call it a pickup of 7. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Let's go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he fires one incomplete. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona. Those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all of these places. But Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, the Raiders are coming to town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a ton of fun and a very good matchup. Now Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guy at the half.
Here's John Ryan now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to want. He's got a man complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go!
They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
It was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go!
Final play of the half, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
On second down, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
14, run it.
Now Wilson on second down. And Graham's got it. Complete. They'll give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving able to drop him for a loss of 4. Wilson now off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half.
Let's go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. Play clock winding down. On third down, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And able to find Graham, complete. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
To throw again is Wilson. Complete outright to Kurtz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a hurry back to the line now. In motion is the tight end, Graham. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson going to Rawls on the dump-off. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 40 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And, oh, my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Cowboys.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Muscles him off. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 48 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The play clock's running down. The drive starts with C.J. Prosise. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. In the slot on the right is Graham. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch?
You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a Dallas first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
So 2nd and 10 here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. This is Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant from 6 yards away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On second down, here's Wilson. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You needed that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. The linebacker, Justin Durant, with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they have.
This is caught at the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, big drive right here.
Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
19. Right, 280.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Play action. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's John Ryan now as he's on to punt for Seattle. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.